Hello, good afternoon everyone. Thank you for coming back to join me today. Third time lucky trying to do this video because somebody over the way is having some work done, so I apologise if it's noisy. I'm doing a couple of videos to play for you whilst I'm away, and the kit that I'm using for this is from Amy at Crafty Cat USA, and it's called Trades. So it's about different trades, obviously, that people have, and I really liked the kit, so I just thought I'd have a go with it. So this one shows an author. That one I think is a grocer, so there's a grocer up there, and I love the way she spattered all the images and everything. That one's a tailor. I know that because of or a hatterer. I don't know what you call a hatterer. Somebody will tell me. I know. That one I think is a where you can tell tailor. Couldn't think of the word. Joiner. So it shows all the trades and everything. Musician, and then she's got some other plainer papers and some lovely dead leaves, nice coloured leaves, autumny coloured leaves. So all sorts of tools and things all lined up in here. So lots and lots of absolutely just gorgeous papers. So hope you can see probably why I'm tempted to use them. So I've got them all printed out on just 80 weight paper, because that's what I would use to do my collaging and things with. Also comes with some images, so I've got those printed as well, so I'm all good to go on those. And those of you that know me will know that I like to mix different kits together, so I'm also using Amy's industrial kit as well, because when you've got a designer that has different kits, often they do just go together really well. So I'm also using her industrial kit, which is the same sort of colour tones. So I thought I'd bring you along with me and show you where I've got to. I'm not reserving this journal. I don't know what I'm doing with it at the moment, but it's not going to be one that can be reserved at the moment. So just to let you know. So what I've done is I've printed the papers out. I think this one is actually from her In the City kit. So as you can see, I've In the City, industrial, but mostly trades. I'll try and remember to list them below. Now, because Amy's kits are USA letter size, I have to shrink them to fit UK paper, which is absolutely fine, but it leaves a little white edge, which I can cut off. But this one, I wanted the pages to be that little bit bigger. So what I decided to do was I've just collaged on the front of each of the pages with some paper. So just different papers, just to hide that white streak, the white border that's on it, because I just didn't want to cut it off, this one. So I've done that on each of the papers. So in this one, I've currently got 9 papers. I like to have probably 20 sheets. So obviously a sheet, that's a sheet. And then that, if I do 20, that gives 80 sides, front and back. So I thought I would just bring you along with me and show you what I'm thinking of papers to go in here. I don't know if you find that useful or whether I'm going to bore you, but that's what I'm going to do. I've been trying to gather a few things as well to try and use. I've got some of the Tim Holtz Little People. I know they're not called Little People, but to me, the Tim Holtz Little People. So I've picked a couple that I've got that kind of show, I think, workmen. So I'm hoping that I can use them somewhere inside it. So I'm going to put them in a little box. So I'm going to use those as well. And I've also done a strip. So this is just paper that I've joined together, a width of paper. And I don't know how wide it is. Does anybody want to know how wide it is? Because I just tear it. It's a bit less than an inch, so probably about 3/4 of an inch wide. And I tear it into strips and just join the strips together. I don't know if you can see the joins. So that's all that is. And I tend to use the scraps, you know, the bits that you cut off when you're cutting papers to size. I save them and then use this. And what I've done is I've put scraps of paper on it, and then I've gone down it and just put different fabrics and some lace on it. And they're all kind of dark colours because I wanted this to be a bit of a grungy journal. So I'm going to be using this hopefully in the journal as well. So I've done that. So that doesn't take too long to make. And when I'm using fabrics, if there's a little tiny snip of something, I save it. I've got a little tub that I put all my little bits and snips in, and then I go through it when I want to make something like this, and I use it on the sides of pages or tab tops or something. So I thought you might like to see that. So I've got my 9 pages. I've decided that I want to use, I haven't done one for a while, so I want to put an envelope, a window envelope in, and I like to put the window envelope somewhere. So this is just a normal window envelope that I've cut at the side so that I can open it up, and then this will get collaged on. And I kind of like to use it somewhere. I mean, I could use it there so that you've got those guys looking through. I don't think that lady, when I say that lady won't fit, you can actually refold it and have it somewhere else, but then it gives me that big gap, so I don't want to do it on that page. So I'm not going to use it on that one. This one's at the bottom, which isn't a problem because you can turn your paper, your envelope inside out, because you're going to collage on it, so it doesn't matter. So I could have it on there for that little man to look out. I haven't seen one that grabs me yet. I could do that one because I can refold it, so that might be okay. Quite like that one. That's the tailor, isn't it? Look, it says it. The musician, he would probably fit quite nicely. He does look, he fits really rather nicely. And then I just have to cut some off the edges here. And it's still a good inch there, so I haven't got any little tiny bits. So he might look quite nice through there. Choices. I think I prefer to see the actual person than one of the other images. Oh, hang on a minute. Hold that thought. I quite like the guy that I've got as my front page. So that would go like that, and he would be looking out of there. Well, I didn't think I was going to like, I hadn't thought of putting it on the front. So I think that I will collage this and use it as a what do you call it, an anchor page, so it will be quite stiffer. So I'll collage on it, cut it up to size and cut it down, and then that will be like an anchor page. So yes, that's what I'm going to do. That's going to stay there on the front. Didn't think I'd like that. I've got a range of different papers. This is Sherlock Holmes book, and the pages are coffee dyed. And I've just joined 2 long pages together because I thought I might use that. I've got some coffee dye paper. I've got an old couple of adverts that I thought might be nice to use. I've got an old Strand magazine book that's absolutely fallen to pieces, and it's got famous people of the day in it, or portraits of celebrities. And these are all different people in different jobs. So, you know, there's a musician there. We've got a judge. We've got a judge there. A barrister probably there. And the same on this one. And it's got some ladies as well. So I thought that might be nice to include it. So I'm going to do that. One of the papers has a tailor, so I thought I would include a page that's about sewing. I wanted to include a music paper because there's a musician in it. I've got a really grotty piece of parchment paper, that's baking parchment, that I've done tea dyeing on a few times, so it's just coloured itself from the tea dye. I've got a couple of papers that I've printed onto coffee dye paper, and these are Amy's from her Ada kit, so it's different adverts, and I thought they're advertising different trades, so I thought that I might include that as well. I've got too many papers, by the way. And then I've got this that's it's from what do you call it? It's not an old book, it's a reprint of an old book, and it's all about Victorian garden. So it's got all different things in it, so I thought I might use that. So you can see I've got way too many book pages, but some of these could be used inside it as well to decorate it. So Messrs Webb and Sons Seed Farms, so I thought it might be quite nice to include some of them. So what have I got? I think I've got 9 pages there. That makes 10. I'm not going to count that one. Let me take that off because that's going to annoy me while it's flapping around. So I've got 9 pages at the minute. I want to include one of these. Might put that at the front. Quite like that. And it could be that I put a bit of this on here. I wouldn't put it all the way down. I'd cut a snip off and put it somewhere. So that's what I might use that for. Just not decided. So I don't know if I'll use both of those. So I'll put that to one side for a minute. I know that I want to use the music paper. So I'm going to put the music paper in there. For no reason other than I'm putting the music paper in there. And that's got a flap on the back. I wanted to use that one because it's the tailoring type one. So the book pages, should I put the music paper next to the music one? That might be an idea, mightn't it? Which means that that one would go next to the tailor. That's the tailor. I don't think there's like was there a barrister? I can't remember. Or a judge? Carpenter? No, I don't think there was. I want to use these two. And I've done them so that I'm going to hinge something on. So I've done one to go at the back and one to go at the front. So maybe I will put one to go there. And of course these will need cutting down. So that'll have something hinged on there. And then further towards the front, maybe. Well, he's a writer, isn't he? Let's put that on there. There's a guy there that looks as if he could be a writer. Look. I don't know who he was. Oh, he's a curate. He's a curate. That's him at age 41, and that's present day. And this book was in the early 1900s, I think. So that's going to go in there and be hinged. Liking that. I've got 2 coffee dyed papers. I do like to separate kit pages with a different paper. How many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's got a flip on it. Obviously these need cutting down, don't they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I've got room for at least 5 more. I'll leave that one there. Put the adverts in there. So that must be 16. So it's starting to feel quite chunky in there. I want to put this one in because what I want to do is fold it. Oopsie daisy. I want to fold it in so that that makes a tuck spot, or it will be a pocket, undecided, but I'm going to do it as a tuck spot to start with. So where could I put that? Somewhere there's not a book page. I could put it somewhere here then, couldn't I? Put it here. So that would go there. And then that'll get folded back. Obviously, yep, it's too wide at the moment. What have we got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and that one's 18, isn't it? 18, so I've got room for 2 more. I could put this one in as well. I want it a bit further away from the other one, don't I? That one's got spring suits on it and it's near the sewing, so I'll put that there. And I think I want to put one of these in. Strong manure guards and carts. So you put your manure in it and you drag it along, look. Would we like that one? I quite like the industrial look of that building, is what I'm thinking. Although that's got the manure works at Widnes in Lancashire, look. Quite like that one. Quite like this one. Lawnmower tool chest. Different shoes for horses. Horse and pony power roller machines. I quite like this one. I don't know, I'm undecided. Which do you think? I thought there was one that had two pictures of the... Oh, that's the one that's got the 2 pictures. So I might be able to do those as a flip and back them. So I'm going to save that to use inside it. I do quite like this one with the horse. I think that's just a bit unusual. So I think that might be the one that goes in. And I don't think I'm going to lose any of it. I might need to strengthen this because it's quite thick paper, and when you've tea dyed it, it does go a little bit brittle. So I might put a strip down there just to, where can I put that? Just to strengthen it is what I was going to say. I could put it in there. I think I want to see that it says that. So that's what I've got so far. Some of the pages do need cutting down, I know. But I think that might be quite nice. Okay, I don't know if I've got time, but I've shown you before how I cut the pages to fit. So I'm going to have a go and do it and then come back and show you. So bear with me. Okay, I'm back. So as you can see, it has got quite chunky. That might need trimming off a little bit, but I'm going to leave it for now. No, I'm not, because it's annoying me. I think that's why I trim them down. I know not everybody does. And I don't want these old book pages, because this is, well, it's definitely over 100 years old, this Strand magazine, most definitely. So I don't want it sticking out the edge of the book, because it won't stand it, because it's old. I mean, it isn't cracking or anything like that, but it won't take being pushed up against, I don't think. So there's what I've got. As you can see, it is now quite a chunky monkey. Can you see? A lot different, and that's before I've started putting anything in it. Now, what I would normally do, because some of these papers are a bit crinkly, I've got a book press that my husband made me, so I would put this in the book press overnight just to kind of flatten everything down and bed it in. So I'm just going to check what I've got. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't know if I'm leaving these as flips or not. 15, 16, 17, 18, this one on the back, 19, and that makes 20. So perfect number. I'm just looking, I've still got this. I don't know if I want to put that in anywhere or not. I'm going to cut it to the size that I would need it to be, which I know is 8 1/4. I don't want to cut all of that really taggy-raggy bit off. So let's just cut that down. It's obviously not straight because it's just how it's dried when it's come off my tray that I dry papers on. I said 8 1/4, didn't I? So I don't know if I would like this in or not, because it doesn't take any bulk. It's just a paper. But I don't know if I want it in or not. I don't think I'm going to be able to see anything through it as such. So I'm not sure that it adds anything or not to the journal. Maybe let me know. I'll hang on to it and see what you think. But I think I might save it for a different journal, maybe. You can see those gloves through it a little bit, can't you? Maybe there, and tear it down. Maybe. So that's where I'm at so far with this. It does add a nice crinkle to it. That's my journal so far. I'm going to try and do a couple more videos before we go away and see where we get to. And I've got that other one, haven't I? That I'm going to use as a cover. So let me know what you think about that as a cover as well. So they're my papers for the kit that I'm doing using Amy's beautiful trade papers. So I've got her trade papers, I've got Ada, I've got In the City, and I'm also got some of her industrial papers that have images a bit like this in it, that I just thought would be fine and super to go with it. So a mix of old book pages and new. I hope you like where I'm going with this. Actually, I don't know where I'm going with it after this. We'll see how this looks when I've collaged on it. Okay, so take care folks, and I'll see you around. Bye.